Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Becoming TV series, where we explore the deep truths and the principles that would enable you to become everything you were created to be, to do, and to have. This is your host, William Awana. So, I want to talk to you about a very important concept, but it's a concept that we normally tend to, mix up, right, in our daily living, because we have a wrong idea of what it really means. And what is that concept? It's actually the concept of work. Work. Now, work is something that, in our culture is very prevalent. We are brought up, to understand that work is something that adults do. And it's actually the culmination of a process. You start by going to school, you enter your elementary school or your version of elementary school. You progress to the higher classes, etc. You go to high school or secondary school, you go to college or university, and then you graduate, right? You can either choose to have another degree, but eventually you want to go out into the real world and start what? Work. Now, what we typically need is, under those circumstances or in that context, is that we want to get a job, right? That is the natural flow for most people, or rather for a good deal of people, because there are actually people who don't follow that trajectory, right? But I'm speaking to those of us who have been known that this is the path or the trajectory that we're meant to follow. Get born, go to school, come out with a good degree or whatever, get a good job, a high-paying job, like most of us would want, settle in and then get some work done, right? And hopefully it's something that we get to enjoy. But I want to disrupt that thinking, right? Because I'm the disruptor. Okay. Now, when we say work, we need to really understand its criticality and its intent. My point of view is that if you want to understand something deeply, you must always go to its root, to its source, if you really want to understand it. And what is the source of work? What is the source of work? Now, I want to approach this from a different perspective, a different view, and I want you to stay with me on this one. Choose critical thinking, right, to sort of convert this thinking or on the field. Now, I talked about fear. So what is that? When God created the first person, that was actually the male man, right? The male man. And he put him somewhere. If you remember the story, he put him in the garden. He said, till the ground. In other words, work. Right? Now, if you're looking at that verse of that passage, superficial lens, from the normal context, like only a time when God actually worked till the ground. And that farm, Adam was the first farmer, right? But not quite. Not quite. Why? Because remember that the Old Testament, that was the Bible, was not written in English. It was written in Hebrew. And if you're looking at the Hebrew translation, the word used for work is a Greek word. It's a Greek word called it's very interesting if you do some research or some study into that word. Here's what it means. Are you ready? It's and that is the essence of work. Why? So let me put it in this context. The Holy right, of a seed or hand, and you tell that seed work. What you're telling the seed is to become whatever it is that is contained in it. It's an apple, fruit seed, for instance. And you tell that apple to work. You're asking it to become an apple. In other words, you're saying whatever is inside you, manifest it, bring it out. If you're talking to fish, if you're the one who created the fish and you said to the fish, work, you're asking the fish to manifest that which is work. if you are forced, you're in a position where you just have to get up in the morning and go to a place where you just have to slave for 10 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours just to make some money. You're going to hate it. Now, if you've never heard of this thing that people normally say, and people do yourself and say, this work or this job is killing. Guess what? Because when you're engaged in something that you don't like to do, it actually upsets your health balance. That is when you start to have diseases. Disease. When we say disease, it's actually disease. You're not at ease. Your body is not at ease. And when your body is not at ease, it starts to react. You start to get headaches, migraines, you start to develop your cells start to more quickly turn cancerous and all of those things because your body is in reaction to what you're forcing it to do. Your body is not meant to force to engage in an activity. It's not built for it. But when you force it, it starts to react. That is what is happening to so many of us. So many of us because we're forcing ourselves to do a job just because we want to pay for it, we want to pay for it, rather than understanding what our life's purpose and assignment is all about, what our work is. Now we are having the time of my life because I've found how to work. So you must like your work. It doesn't matter if you might be getting a job now, that's fine. Because actually you need the finance.